Have you ever felt a profound and quiet ache within you? A sense of being fundamentally different from those around you? A feeling that the path you walk is steeper, more solitary, and carved through a wilderness others do not see? What if this deep, persistent feeling is not a sign that you are broken or that you are lost? What if it is instead a sacred signal, a marker that you are being molded, tested, and prepared for a journey of immense purpose? Many of us are taught to see pain as a punishment, something to be avoided at all costs. But ancient wisdom from across the ages whispers a different truth. It speaks of certain souls who are chosen, not for a life of ease, but for a life of profound transformation. These are not random struggles you face. They are the 7 deep pains, sacred initiations reserved for those destined to hold a brighter light. In the moments that follow, we will walk together through each of these 7 initiations. We will not merely name them, but we will uncover the extraordinary purpose hidden within their depths, allowing you to see your life's journey not as a burden, but as an honor. Before we begin, if these words already resonate with the truth you've long felt in your bones, let us create a current of shared intention. Go to the comments section and simply write this mantra, MYPANSMYPAH. In doing so, you are not just typing words, you are claiming your journey. You are planting a flag for your soul. And if this feels like coming home, consider this a warm invitation to join our community of fellow travelers. By subscribing, you become part of a circle dedicated to deep understanding and authentic growth. Join us on this journey. We are glad you are here. Now, let us explore the first sacred pain. The first profound initiation is the deep ache of perpetual misunderstanding. Does this feel familiar? You share a part of your soul, an idea that feels luminous and clear within you, and you are met with blank stares. Or worse, gentle dismissal. You speak of patterns you see in the world, of deep connections between things that seem unrelated, and people look at you as if you are speaking a foreign language. This isn't about intellectual disagreement. It is a deep, emotional chasm. You might be in a room full of people you love, at a family gathering, or with old friends, and as the conversation flows around you, a feeling of profound loneliness washes over you. You are present in body, but your spirit feels miles away, orbiting a different star. It's the pain of offering a meticulously carved key, only to find that no one else seems to realize there is a lock. From a space of deep awareness, we can reframe this experience. A seed, in its quiet darkness beneath the soil, cannot explain to the stones around it the vibrant, green life it is destined to become. It is fundamentally different in its very nature. Your experience of being misunderstood is not a reflection of your lack of clarity. It is a reflection of your unique composition. You are seeing the world through a lens ground from different stardust. Ancient wisdom teaches us that those who are destined to build new worlds must first be able to see them. Your unique perception is not a flaw. It is the blueprint. This feeling of being an outsider is the universe's way of preventing you from building your home on borrowed land. It keeps you searching, moving, and striving until you find the ground that is truly your own. Therefore, see this misunderstanding not as a wall that separates you, but as the boundary of a sacred garden that only you are meant to cultivate. The second initiation is the crushing weight of heightened sensitivity. For you, the world is never muted. You walk into a room and you don't just see the people, you feel the emotional weather system. You feel the unspoken tensions, the hidden joys, the quiet grief hanging in the air. A sad song on the radio doesn't just sound melancholic, it can bring you to tears for reasons you can't fully articulate. An act of cruelty, whether seen on the news or witnessed in passing, feels like a personal wound. It's as if your very skin is more porous, your soul a resonant chamber that vibrates with the joys and sorrows of the world. This can be exhausting. You often need to retreat to find silence, not because you are antisocial, but because the constant influx of emotional data is overwhelming. People might call you too sensitive or too emotional, not understanding that what they experience as a gentle breeze, you experience as a gale force wind. Let us ascend from this feeling of being overwhelmed. The laws of nature itself reveal that the most sensitive instruments are the ones capable of detecting the most subtle and profound truths. A seismograph registers the faint tremor that precedes the earthquake. A deep space radio telescope picks up the whispers from ancient stars. Your sensitivity is not a disorder, it is a highly calibrated instrument of perception. You were given this gift not to suffer with the world, but to understand it on a level that others cannot. It is the very source of your empathy, your intuition, and your capacity for profound compassion. It is the tool through which you will feel where healing is needed, where truth is being hidden, where love is yearning to be expressed. It is the compass of your soul, and its needle trembles because it is attuned to the powerful magnetic fields of life itself. Embrace your sensitivity not as a burden, but as the finely tuned antenna connecting you to the heart of humanity. The third profound pain is the agony of unrelenting growth. Do you feel it? A constant internal pressure to become more, just when you achieve a level of comfort or mastery in one area of your life. A career, a relationship, a belief system, a deep restlessness begins to stir. What once felt like a cozy home now feels like a cage. You feel a pull to learn more, to expand further, to shed your old skin. This isn't ambition in the conventional sense. It's not about acquiring more things or status. It's a soul, deep hunger for evolution. While others around you may seem content to settle into comfortable routines for decades, you find yourself dismantling and rebuilding your life over and over again. This process is painful. It involves letting go, stepping into the unknown, and constantly facing your own limitations. It can feel like you are never allowed to simply rest. The wisdom here lies in the metaphor of the Nautilus shell. With each new stage of its life, the Nautilus builds a larger, more spacious chamber to live in, and then seals off the old one. It carries its entire history with it, but it never lives in the past. Your soul operates on this same principle of sacred geometry. This relentless drive for growth is the signature of life itself, expressing its desire for expansion through you. You are not meant to inhabit the small chambers of your past. Each cycle of discomfort and renewal is adding another spiral to your soul, making you larger, stronger, and more beautiful. The pain of leaving the old chamber behind is the price of entering a more expansive existence. The universe is not punishing you with this restlessness. It is honoring you with a dynamic destiny. This constant push is not a sign of your discontent. It is the rhythm of your becoming. The fourth initiation is the profound solitude of the higher path. This is a subtle but pervasive pain. It is the quiet recognition that as you grow, you begin to outgrow people, places, and conversations that once brought you comfort. Think of a friendship that used to be the cornerstone of your life, but now your conversations feel strained. You are excavating your inner world. While they may still be decorating the surface, the gap in resonance becomes a silent, aching void. It's not born of judgment or arrogance. It's the natural consequence of energetic divergence. It is having to walk away, not because you want to, but because your path leads up a mountain, and not everyone is equipped or willing to make the climb. This solitude can be profound. It's the feeling of knowing your own truth, but having no one to share it with who truly understands its weight and its wonder. From a space of deeper truth, we find that this is a sacred and necessary phase. Consider the great eagle. It soars high above alone. Its solitude is not loneliness. It is a requirement for its perspective. From its vantage point, it sees the whole landscape, the interconnecting rivers, the layout of the forest, details invisible to those on the ground. The universe orchestrates this period of solitude for you so that you can develop your own unshakable perspective. It removes the distracting voices and external validations so that you are forced to listen to the only voice that truly matters, your own inner wisdom. This solitude is not an emptiness, it is a clearing. It is the quiet space where you learn to be your own guide, your own sanctuary, and your own trusted companion. It is the crucible where self, reliance is forged into self-sovereignty. Your solitude is not evidence of your separation. It is the silent classroom for your soul's greatest lessons. The fifth deep pain is the weight of seeing unseen realities. This goes beyond simple intuition. It's the experience of perceiving the layers beneath the surface of everyday life. You see the hidden motives behind people's words, the energetic currents driving a situation, the probable outcome of a path long before it unfolds. It's like you're watching a play where you can see the stagehands, the ropes and the pulleys, while everyone else is captivated only by the actors. This can be deeply isolating. How do you explain to someone that a perfect opportunity feels fundamentally wrong? How do you warn a loved one away from a person who feels energetically predatory without sounding irrational? You often have to carry the burden of this knowledge in silence, watching things unfold exactly as your inner knowing predicted. It feels like having sight in a land of the blind, a gift that can feel more like a curse. Ancient traditions speak of this as the opening of the inner eye. It is a sign that your consciousness is expanding beyond the five physical senses. Just as a plant senses the unseen light of the sun and grows towards it, you are beginning to sense the unseen energies that shape our physical reality. This is not a hallucination, it is an expansion of perception. The weight you feel is the responsibility that comes with this deeper sight. It's the universe asking you to learn discernment, to know when to speak, when to act, and when to simply bear witness in silence. This ability is not meant to alienate you. It is meant to be developed into wisdom. It's the raw data that, when refined through experience and compassion, becomes your unique gift of guidance, both for yourself and for others when the time is right. This weight is not a burden to be lamented. It is the heft of a sacred tool you are just learning how to wield. The sixth initiation is the relentless cycle of deconstruction and rebirth. Does it feel like just when your world is finally stable, a storm comes and shatters it all? A career you built for years evaporates. A relationship that defined you crumbles. A belief system that was your bedrock is proven to be sand. For you, life seems to operate in these intense cycles of breaking and rebuilding. While others appear to build their lives brick by steady brick, your journey feels more like a forest fire, followed by new growth. A flood followed by a fertile new landscape. Each time your world is dismantled, you are thrown into the void, into the chaos of not knowing. The pain of this process is immense. It's the terror of losing your identity, your security, and your sense of direction all at once. The wisdom of the forge provides a powerful mirror for this experience. To create a sword of exceptional strength and resilience, the blacksmith must heat the metal to a terrifying intensity, hammer it into shape, and then plunge it into the cold water. This violent process is repeated again and again. It is not done to punish the metal. It is the only way to purify it, to remove its imperfections, and to align its inner structure. Your soul is that piece of celestial metal. These cycles of deconstruction are not cosmic accidents. They are a deliberate and sacred tempering process. The universe is burning away what is brittle, hammering out your weaknesses, and plunging you into the cool waters of reflection, only to draw you out again, stronger and more brilliantly formed than before. You are not being broken. You are being forged. These cycles of destruction are not punishments. They are the hammer strokes of a divine blacksmith, crafting you into a vessel of unshakable strength. And finally, the seventh deep pain is the haunting pull of a purpose you cannot yet name. This is perhaps the most intimate and persistent pain of all. It is a constant low frequency hum in the background of your life. A deep, unshakable knowing that you are here for something more. It's not a clear vision or a neat 10-step plan. It's a feeling, a longing, an ache for a home you've never seen. You might achieve success by society's standards, the job, the family, the security. And yet, in the quiet moments late at night, the feeling is still there. This is not it. There is something else I am meant to do. This can lead to a sense of guilt or confusion. Why can't you be content? Why are you haunted by this shapeless calling? It's the pain of being a compass whose true north is hidden behind a veil of fog. Let us rise to a final perspective. A seed buried in the earth does not know the shape of the flower it will become. It does not have a map of its own petals. It only knows one thing: the inexorable pull towards the unseen sun. It pushes through the dark, resistant soil, guided by nothing but an innate, mysterious faith in that warmth and light. That haunting pull you feel is your soul's equivalent of phototropism. It is the inner sun of your true purpose calling you forward, even when you cannot see the path. This ache is not a sign that you are lost. It is the sign that your guidance system is fully active. It is a sacred homesickness pulling you towards the full expression of who you were born to be. The ambiguity is part of the initiation, designed to teach you to walk by faith and intuition, not by sight. This nameless pull is not a source of confusion. It is the unwavering gravitational field of your destiny, faithfully guiding you home. So you see, these 7 pains are not markers of a life gone wrong. They are the hallmarks of a soul on an accelerated, sacred path. They are the signs of your initiation into a deeper, more meaningful existence. The ache of misunderstanding forges your unique vision. The weight of sensitivity hones your compassion. The agony of growth expands your capacity. The solitude of the higher path builds your sovereignty. The sight of unseen realities develops your wisdom. The cycles of deconstruction temper your strength. And the pull of a nameless purpose is the faithful call of your destiny. You were not chosen to suffer. You were chosen to transmute. You were designed to take the very experiences that feel like lead, and through the alchemy of your own consciousness, transform them into the gold of wisdom, purpose, and unshakable inner peace. Your journey is not a mistake. It is a masterpiece in progress. Every pain, every tear, every moment of confusion has been a necessary brushstroke. If you are ready to honor this path, to claim the power within these initiations, and to continue this journey of profound unfolding, then I invite you to make a commitment to yourself. Subscribe to this channel, not merely to watch, but to participate actively in your own awakening. Each time you return here, you are stating to the universe that you are ready for the next step. Walk in peace. Walk in power. Your path has been chosen because you, and only you, have the strength to walk it.